9-2. Who needs video? Who needs audio? We're rolling. We look good. I want to ask you, starting in that game, one thing that we talked about in hour one too. Ontario Wilson for Winnipeg comes back last week, right? I thought early in the game they're going to him and scheme whatever, whoever's open, give him the ball. Did that maybe catch you off guard as the defensive back, coach, that they were going to the guy that just showed up so much?
Not at all.
Okay.
Ontario Wilson is one of our favorites now. He's a guy, when he gets the ball in his hands, he's 0 to 10 right now. Boom. He's very dangerous, very explosive. And he did some good things for those guys, especially with Dalton Schoen out last year. He did some very good things. So we were expecting him to come in and get some targets. Calaro's got another toy to play with. So we were excited because we knew with another dangerous guy on the field, there's more opportunities for us to get the ball.
It looked like Clarcius and Wheatfall, they had a little success here in Regina, but on Saturday, for whatever reason, not a lot there. And you talk about guys, big, skilled, size, strong hands, can do some damage. Was that something that you guys did to shut that down? Because as someone who was just, listening and watching, it was hard to tell, to be like, these guys are really not having an effect at all this afternoon.
Well, Clarcius had some big catches versus preparing for maybe a Justin McInnes type of approach, looking for that dig or that deep ball where they could just throw it up to a guy that could reach it and nobody else could. So we were preparing for that. And Wheatfall he's a dangerous guy. We just think he's a dangerous guy. And for I guess maybe past 4 to 6 weeks, he hadn't impressed us as much as we think about him. And so we were just excited to come in and play against those guys again. But we were looking forward to them maybe standing up and doing a little more than they did the week before.
And I need an honest one here from your coach, Tavon Campbell. Where he is right now, what he's doing for this team, and he has all year. A little bit surprised. Did you think it would take him a little bit longer or to get his feet wet to get back into the Canadian game, or none of this surprises you?
Well, he didn't tackle worth nothing the other day in the game. He missed tackles. He missed about 3 tackles, and he's been exceptional. We've been crowning him the best open field tackler. He's technically sound with his tackling. And then he missed. It was Brady. I think it was that look.
Oh, he was just in the middle of a great clip, and we lost him. We lost the feed. We lost you. We lost you on the feed.
Am I back?
Joshua, yeah, you're back. It's funny, Joshua, okay. Although Tavon Campbell, maybe on your grading out chart, he missed tackles, all I see is him on TSN running back interceptions for touchdowns and all of that. We don't care about tackling, not if you're taking it to the house. Tackling, no,
he didn't take the coaching. He didn't take the coaching right there. He was instructed this week, if you get the ball, run across the end zone with it. And he didn't get across the end zone with it this week. That was one thing that we're looking for from him. But, I mean, this is a guy that has, not only am I able to coach him currently this year, but this was my teammate. This is a guy that I've seen as a rookie coming to the league. And now I see him and I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, just keep getting the ball, my brother. Keep getting the ball. I don't know what his ceiling is because he's still learning. He's still a pro. He's still coming to work every day. And we have some great guys in the room to compete with. And so me knowing Tavon, he's a monster competitor. And he has Agent Zero in the room that he's always looking. They're looking across at each other like, who's the highest guy on the totem pole when it comes to interceptions and plays made? And so those guys are doing a good job of competing internally, and it's showing up with the results in the game.
Joshua, you said that you and him were teammates in his rookie season. Now, you guys were both in Calgary at the same time, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so at that time, on that Stamps roster, who was teaching you? Who was showing you the ropes for you guys to obviously elevate to the positions you are? Because football is a game of mentorship and passing down knowledge. So who are some of the guys that helped you?
Oh, I I learned what we say the Calgary way from Brandon Smith, Fred Bennett, Jamar Wall, Jawan Simpson, Charleston Hughes. These
Charleston
guys were
Hughes.
guys that I stepped into I stepped into a defense. Micah Johnson, even, right? I stepped into a defense that was already dangerous, and having those guys around, I was able to learn how to win all the way to a Grey Cup in 2014. And so they taught me that championship mentality and that brotherhood. They allowed me to come in and be a part of them. And so that's all we're doing now is what I learned from those guys in 2014, translating that into coaching and being in the room with these guys.
This is a great chance, and we have this coaches show for you guys to somewhat talk to the fans, the armchair quarterbacks, because we see the text messages, we get the calls, all that. So, Coach, what do you say to the fans, Rider Nation, when people are like, why are they playing so much zone? They got to stop playing so much zone. All that. What it's almost every week. It doesn't matter how well you guys are doing. What do you say to them?
Hey, you want to stop the run and you want the ball? You want to win 10 games? I don't want to play as much zone either. Me either. I'm the DD coach. I'd like to play a little bit more man. I love to be able to display a coaching prowess, right? That you can coach it all. But I love winning. I love winning games, and I don't think they ever pass out lowercase W's. And so the recipe has been sprinkle a little of this, sprinkle a little zone, sprinkle a little of this, and it keeps tasting good after the game. So I'm not complaining.
Maz talked about your time in Calgary, and you brought it up, and then before that, you're in the NFL. Like Tavon Campbell, the same thing. What is the biggest challenge for a defensive back, safety, doesn't matter, anybody on that defensive secondary when you're coming from the NFL game to the CFL game?
Ooh, that waggle. Can you still be patient and aggressive with a man barreling downhill at your full speed? Can you still have patience and your tempo and trust your 3-step, 5-step read of the quarterback? That's the biggest transition coming back, and the formations. You can get left, right, motion here, motion there, 32 to 23 to 41 to 14, back to a sub, back to a jet sweep. You can get so many variations of the formation. You have to be attentive to what's going on at all times, not just cover my man.
Do you remember the first time someone came at you full speed on a waggle?
It was a different day and age. The first thing I got from Corey Banks, he said, hey, you got to put your hands on him. So that was the first thing that I did. I stood right there and I, boom, caught him at 5 yards, put my hands on him, and then I covered. It's a different world. That's illegal, almost illegal contact now. Yeah. But that was our defense back in the day, the old dinosaurs as we played.
So coming up on Saturday, you could face any one of 4 quarterbacks from Montreal, anywhere from Davis Alexander to a Shea Patterson, who was once a Saskatchewan Roughrider. Nobody knows at this point. They have an Austin Mack. They have a Cole Speaker. There's that Philpott kid. He seems to be okay, I guess, if you like good, fast receivers that can make plays anywhere on the field. How much preparation time will go into this week and that Montreal roster? They haven't put up a ton of points lately. They haven't won a lot of games. But if Davis Alexander's back, that Montreal team changes. Their whole profile is different.
Now they are most definitely dangerous with Davis back there slinging that pill now and running around. Now coming off the hamstring, maybe he's a little hampered by that hamstring, but we're excited to see him full strength because we want to see him running around and thinking he got all the magic and doing everything that he's gonna do. But that receiving core is amazing. We truly believe in even the coaching staff. We believe in what they're building in Montreal. I believe that they're building something good. Coach Machocha and Coach Moss and Noel Thorpe, what those guys are doing out there has been incredible to watch. to play against, to coach against, but also to watch. And so as we get prepared for them this week, I may get one or two more gray hairs. I may get one or two more because what Coach Moss does and what those guys do on offense and what they believe in. The biggest thing is they believe in each other and they believe in the coaches. And when you have a team like that, they're always dangerous no matter what the record is.
I want to get into a few kind of just personal, like who you are, like we do with the rest of the coaches here. So I heard you're a very laid back guy, almost Zen-like. Everybody seemed, one thing I heard was, I'm smarter after I talk to him. Okay, so when you seem like a very laid back and all that, how do you get ready for a game as a coach? Do you get revved? Do you get excited? And is there anything like when you played?
The number one thing is having to control that player inside. That's the number one thing because I'm ready to on game day. As soon as you wake up at 5:30 in the morning, it's like, let's go. And so I guess I'm Zen. I am Zen at one side, but the other side, I'm flame on. So, I'm always controlling. I'm always looking as a coach to control my emotion for the guys. Mm-hmm. So that way, no matter what goes on, ups or downs, I want to be a calming voice for them. I want to be a grounding piece for them. So when they see me, even if they get bombed for 2 back-to-back 100-yard touchdowns, they can look at me and I could be like, oh, you sucking today. Like, let's get back to the technique. Like, come on now. Put your eyes here. Put your feet there. Like, come on. You covered those 9 balls. You covered that go route 100 times in your life, 1,000 times in your life. I believe you can cover it. You believe you can cover it. Now go back out there and show everybody you can cover it. Like that's what I'm supposed to be for the guys. So I try my best to be as zen as I can to kind of keep them in a game, but allow them to realize that it is a game.
Yeah. That's got to be tough.
It does have to be. It's got to be hard on the sidelines. And I know what it's like as a fan sitting there when we get all fired up and you guys are like right there when it's happening, especially if things aren't going your way. Was that something as a player you had to always, did you police yourself or did somebody police you when it was like, okay, I got to get this thing back on the rails? Because sometimes that's hard, especially if you're the guy that just gave up the 55-yard touchdown.
Well, you know what? It was never really hard as a football player. I think maybe because I'm from the football mecca of football with Texas. So the cliches that we live by, short memory as a defensive back, you got to have amnesia. It's always the next play is my play. So I lived by that. So in game, it was just like, So now as a coach, toward the beginning of my career, toward the end of my career, I had terrible body language, bad body language. Any mistake was going on, I'm like, rolling my eyes. I'm telling my teammates, come on, bro, come on. And so I'm still that same way in game. They even know it. They know what? They know, don't even look at Bell. He rolling his eyes. I can't believe that. Oh, I can't believe you let that happen. Oh, I can't believe you let this happen. Like, because I'm also, even though I'm a coach, I'm probably the biggest fan and cheerleader on the sideline because I believe in all of the men's greatness. I believe in the highest form of them of themselves that they can be. So when they don't make a play, I'm like, come on, we made that. You can make that. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, what we waiting on? Like, go make a play. So that's usually my intensity, and then it's like, all right, reload. All right, coach, process. So that's just as simple as it is as a football player. The people in the stands, we're saying the same thing you saying on the sideline.
Yeah. Okay. So Dallas or Texas guy, like you said, but then you play for the Broncos, you play for the Packers, win a Super Bowl. Where does your NFL allegiance lie these days?
That's funny. I guess I support my journey. So I'm a big Denver Bronco fan, right? I love Sean Payton and Bo Nix. I also love Cortland Sutherland, who's an SMU guy. Who else is Mims? Mims is a Rockwall guy. So I support those guys. Green Bay because of the moments, the similarities and how we parallel to Green Bay and Saskatchewan. So I'm still a big fan of the Green Bay Packers. I always stand locked in with them and what they're doing, and because I'm from Dallas, I'm a Cowboy. I mean, I'm not a big fan, like crazy fan, but I'm a Cowboy now. I can't deny it. On Sunday, me and the wife, I said, "Hey, we're not in Dallas. We get to act like Cowboy fans today. So let's get some food. Let's eat. Let's watch the Cowboys."
So Jerry, should Jerry have just kind of figured out a way to make the Micah Parsons deal? Or are you kind of cool with that in Green Bay?
Oh, I can talk about moves now. Okay, this is not us. Yes, I think we'll never know. But I do believe that he made a decision that gave them $50 million in cap space. Yeah. You're always doing good if you're a GM and you say cap room. And then you also let go one of the issues that caused you not to be very good versus the run the past couple of years. Mm-hmm. Because you need to stop the run. Now, you're not going to be able to speed that quarterback up as much as you would. But, and Green Bay saw that on Sunday because them boys were sitting on everything. But I do believe you might have let go of one guy that might have held back some. I think they still got some toys. I saw number 13 or 15 on the edge the other day for Dallas. He was still getting after the quarterback with some good get off. But he's not Micah Parsons, but you can get a guy comparable to that if you want to. Get you another Corvette to drive from that DN spot and let him eat a little bit, and I think you'll be fine.
Hey, Phil Daniels said, sacks don't matter when you can't stop the run. And very true.
They don't.
He got 4 first-round draft picks. He did look good in Green Bay yesterday, but Dallas, after what we saw on Thursday night, maybe it was a fluke. I think that they may be better than people are giving them credit for. I don't think that they're going to be the free spot on the bingo card this year.
Okay, I want to talk about Coach Daniels because he's got a Super Bowl ring and you got a Super Bowl ring. When's the last time you wore yours?
I don't wear Super Bowl rings.
Have you seen his?
I don't know if I haven't. I don't know if I've worn a Grey Cup ring beyond the Grey Cup celebrations.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever worn a ring beyond just like, oh, we got the ring. Yes.
See, I thought you guys would compare.
And then you give them away.
You know, like Andrew Harris could put 4 on and be like, "This is how mine all look," and you can have your There's a lot of champions in that room. That's the other thing that people don't.
It is.
Yeah, Coach, we've taken up so much of your time here. This has been awesome. I gotta say, I thought this was going to be really laid back, and this was going to be, you're awesome. I want to play for you. If you ever coach anything,
well, I want to. Well, see, I thought we were going to get some more time. I thought they said I had an hour. Oh. Usually the guys have to walk out on me when we're going over film. I'm always over.
I'm sure you got lots of tape to watch.
When do I get to come back? That's my question. When do I get to come back?
I want you to come in studio. That's what we got next time.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yes. Good luck. Good luck this weekend against Montreal. Everyone's gonna be watching you on the sideline now. This body language thing you were talking about. It's gonna be the focal point, and then we can reconvene the next time. How about that?
Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm gonna put on my best presentation. I'm gonna put on my representative this week.
Joshua Bell ISOCAM next time on the SportsCage. Yes. Body language 101. Things are going well. Things aren't going well.
Right on. Awesome. Thanks so much, Coach. Have a good week. Go get them.
Love. I appreciate you guys for having me on. Can't wait to be back.